Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, Pikqchu is live for the new season that is Pikqchu York. And in today's video, we're going to be taking down level 60 to level 79 with the auto-based team. Now, if you guys want to farm your turtles very quickly and very easily, the best way to do that is to stick on level 20, 40, or 60 for the final boss, and fight the mini bosses at level 1 and level 4 respectively with as many point boosters as you guys can put on the team. So this is the team that I'm going to be using for farming the mini boss fights. We'll obviously increase it as we go on, and for level 60 to 79. Now this Luffy, he's only a 0.3 booster, so you can definitely replace him with a lot of other boosted characters here. Any other character that can kind of just either remove attack down or is going to give you a nice buff for the team, you can definitely bring. You can obviously bring supports as well to get around that, to get a little bit more drops as well. But unless you're using like a 1.0 drop, you're realistically not going to get that much more out of it. But what you can do is you can actually just switch this around like this and actually use Nami and Karina. Nami and Karina is interesting because Nami and Karina give you 1 extra drop no matter what. And they also remove attack down. So you could definitely do something like this, and then you're getting a guaranteed extra drop with your captains, and then you're also getting a nice buff there. So I actually might do that. That's actually probably going to be a little bit nicer for my team build. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. So we'll run double Nami Karina. If you can find Vegapunk or Kuma as a friend captain, let's see if we can find... Vegapunk is a Dex character, right? Anyone... Like, if anyone has Vegapunk or Kuma already, I don't think I've reset the app, so it probably isn't going to show. But, yeah, like, absolutely crazy if you have that. So, we're going to run double Nami Karina. Like I said, you guarantee yourself 1 extra drop. So, Nami Karina becomes, like, another 1.0 booster. Obviously, have quite strong captain abilities. You don't have to worry about running VV Rebecca captain now. And, obviously, works very nicely with the Vegapunk friend captain. Now, Vegapunk buffs Free Spirit and Cerebral characters, so he's going to be the best character for the team when you guys are looking for those particular units when it comes to team building. But when it comes to, like I said, farming out turtles as easy and quickly as possible, what you want to do is with your Pikqchu stamina is stay very, very low with the mini bosses. Level 1 and level 4 give you the same drop rates as level 150. So there's realistically no point going to level 150. I mean, I think you get there is a bit of a better drop rate, but like to get to level 150, it's just so time consuming and takes so much more resources, in the sense of you have to actually go for the characters on the map to actually take them down. And if you guys aren't staying at level like 20, 40, 60, you're not going to be able to get both mini bosses on the fight until you reach level 100 plus. For myself, I always like to speed up to level 100 plus. I like to get my Pikqchu done as quickly as possible. I don't like to have the burden of just like sort of slowly making my way through the ranks, as farming turtles on these mini boss fights is actually pretty easy. Like you can do it pretty steadily and get it done quite nicely with the auto strat. There are heaps of supports that can help you guys out make this faster as well. For example, I would have slapped the Brook support, because you're going to recruit Brook on Summer Mask, just to take down that defense up there. If you guys have good, what's it called? If you have good sockets, you can bypass stuff like bind and whatnot. You can also use stuff to bypass attack down and whatnot. But the defensive effects are the big ones that you want to take care of. So for the mini boss stages, if you can bring characters like Brook or Lord Beppo and Sachi, like those types of supports, VV support, they're all going to be like the big ones that that help out the most when it comes to taking down those sort of defensive based abilities that are going to slow down your run. So Kazuno Recruit Brook is the big one that I would slap on either Sober Mask or Nami Karina there, and that's going to help you guys out. I'm going to select some turtles because I definitely need that. And then we can move on to the Monet fight. Monet is going to be level 6, actually. So it's a bit weird, the mini-bosses, they change levels depending on what it looked like before. So if we go to Brook here, this Brook right here, this is the Kazuna Recruit Brook I was talking about. We're going to slap him on. Like I said, you actually can't run Vivi for this particular team because we actually have Vivi already. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anyone else that would sort of work that nicely. But that's the Brook I was talking about for the SBF fight. Now, going on to the Monet fights, we're going to pick up another Nami and Karina. The Nami Karina strat, man, it's so damn valuable. Like, it's so ridiculously good. On top of that, they have that limit break ability that gives themselves cooldown. So if you actually need their special in the run, you're pretty much going to get it ready to go by the final stage anyway. So, all right, we're going up against Monet now. We're gonna hit the auto button. Like I said, you guys, I would drastically recommend, not drastically, it's a better word for that. I would highly encourage that you guys farm your turtles this way. Like, I don't think I've done the mini bosses over level 100 since the first season of PK, back when Luffy and Yamato came out. I think that was the last time I ever got my mini boss stages above level 100. Every other time, I've just kept them at the lowest level possible. I've hit the auto button, tried to fight both of them along the way once I hit level 100. I try to speed my way to level 100, like I'll skip them along the way. Once I get to level 100 and both of them are on the map, I'll definitely target them then. Ideally, you do want to try and beat PK level 200 when it comes to these types of events, because like you're just getting free rewards. It's doing level 300 is kind of whatever, but getting past level 200 is definitely something that I would recommend most players do if you guys have the time and have the account to actually do so. But if you don't, getting the turtles done within the time slot is very, very easy, because you have the auto strat that works so damn nicely. And as you can see, you don't really need that much damage either. Even with like, what's it called? Even with like abilities that nerf your damage, you still have plenty of attacking prowess with just leveled up units for level 1 and level 6 respectively. So make sure you guys are farming your turtles. It's a free 50 gems or 30 gems, whatever it is now, every single month. And with anniversary closing in, see, like right now, like this is where this is where the VV support would be so good, because we would realistically want someone to get through threshold, but okay, it didn't even matter. So again, you just keep the mini bosses very, very low, and you won't have any issues whatsoever. Defense up's the big one. Defense up's like, it's always gonna like reduce your damage to like 1, where damage reduction, it's a little bit easier to bypass just with like normal tapping and stuff like that. Beautiful. So there's the Monet fight. As you guys can see, we just hit auto, pretty easy stuff. You get the 2 captain ability stuff, and then you also get the extra drops. Obviously, we have 2 extra drops with the Monet 5+ and the 6+ of Vivi Rebecca, and then we have a 75% chance with the other 2 as well. So again, throw your highest boosters on the team. If you have Nami Karina, run Nami Karina. If you guys don't have Nami Karina, as you guys saw at the start of the quest, we did have the double Vivi Becca strat, and I was using that free-to-play Luffy that you guys can run too. But look, at this point, I feel like if you're a sort of like a long game player, you should have, what do I want? Yeah, you should have, man, I don't love doing that. Yeah, I should have gone the other one. I should have gone for the Saki. If you're a long-time player, you should have Nami Karina under your belt by now. I know, obviously, like, it's a treasure map legend, but the character's been out for so long now, and everyone has been screaming at literally everyone that they can to summon for Nami Karina, because Nami Karina, they're just that good. But we're going to take on the PvP fight. If you can do your PvP fights every time, I would recommend it, because this is the best way to farm Pirate Rumble flags. But at the same time, I do understand it's pretty annoying. So just get them done, get your missions done, and then sort of call it a day there. But I'm going to fast forward to the end of this fight. Alright, simple stuff. Obviously, it's very early, so the PvP fights aren't challenging at all. Once you hit level 200, like, the PvP challenges can be a little bit finicky, because like their combat power is just so damn high. But you do need to do a certain amount, so make sure you guys are doing at least the bare minimum for your chopper missions, and then that way you can get the most out of the easier rewards. And if you guys are farming every map, you can get, like I said, as you can see, you get Rumble Scrolls, which are going to help out your Rumble teams so massively, especially if you're a newer player. Like, getting Rumble Scrolls can be one of the more finicky things to do in the game, so I would highly recommend farming them over in PK, because it is like, it's by far the best place to get them in those PvP fights. I'm going to pick up Zoro here, we'll slap on some Saki, beautiful stuff, and then we can move on to the final boss fight against York. Now, between level 60 and 79, things aren't that challenging. You can easily run it with the same team that you guys were seeing me run the mini boss fights with. This team, like I said, it's guaranteeing an extra 4 drops. On top of that, you're also gaining a 75% chance at another 2 drops. So you can get up to 6 drops with this particular team. But again, if you find a Vegapunk friend captain, that's going to then add another 2 drops on top of that, which will increase it to a potential of 8 drops. And you'll see a minimum of 6, which is very, very good. If you can get 6 to 8 drops every single run and stay at level like, what, 60, 80, 100. Hell, if you really want to, stay at level 40 and you can just easily tear through this final fight. But again, the best place to farm the rewards and your totals is on the mini bosses. It's definitely not the place to be farming over here in the final boss fight. Now, on S-Snake, she gives you an attack down if you're below a certain if you're below a certain chain, and then she gives you G-Orbs, which is hilarious because we actually we like G-Orbs over here with Nami Karina because we actually can swap with Nami Karina to get a base attack, swap with V Rebecca to get a chain lock, and then you can basically use those G-Orbs to kill, which is really, really nice. Then you move on to this 4th stage, which comes up against York and S-Snake once again. She gives your Sailor's special reverse and then gives you Burn. You also get target locked onto S-Snake, and then S-Snake is going to put up a barrier for 2 perfect shots. This is where we're going to use our first Nami Karina special. Nami Karina actually gives you cooldowns, which is great, so it allows you to get your Sailors back up and ready to go. You get their overrideable orb buff as well, and then we can basically just tap with our... What color do we want to tap with you first? Like this. Beautiful. Break the barrier, and then as you can see, you can just easily kill. You don't have to worry about the burn that much. Like, it's like the burn's nasty, but like it's not enough to really scare you into not hitting your perfects, especially because you need to break that barrier. On the final stage against York, you get 5 turns of an attack down. She has a tandem or barrier too. So this is where we have our trusty friend Sober Mask. Sober Mask is going to give us a full body tandem walls and remove the burn, so now we don't have to worry about it at all on this final stage. There's no normal attacks only too, so that is something to note. So you can do some cheeky strats with some of those big boppers, like Dofi and Katakuri and all that crazy shenaniganry. We're then going to use the Kuzan special. Kuzan's going to override the orb buff, give us color affinity as well. You can use the Vivi Rebecca special if you want to. It's not really necessary, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. It's another color affinity buff, and you already got that with Kuzan. Stay as Vivi. You can switch with them too if you really want to get some chain lock stuff going on. But as you can see, it's really not that necessary, as level 60 to 79 is pretty damn simple. Pretty damn simple. Now, if you guys aren't running double Nami Karina, don't stress. You don't really need to use a special on stage 4. Like, you can just bypass it pretty easily by hitting perfects and using switch abilities and stuff like that. But if you guys find a Vegapunk friend captain, you could probably just use the Vegapunk special there. As you can see, I didn't need anything besides the specials that I had on the final stage as well. But that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do that good stuff. Best of luck in your PK grind. Make sure you guys are getting it done, because anniversary is like 2 weeks away now, and you need as many gems as possible to summon for those sexy Super Sugos that will be releasing for the 11th anniversary. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later!